Alright, hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to cover the Revolve tool, which personally is my favorite 3D tool other than the sweep. The sweep is basically like the Revolve, except the entities that you select for the sweep tool don't have to go in a circle. They can go in any shape almost, depending on what sweep path you select. But I'm going to go over the sweep path more in depth tomorrow. For today, I'm going to be covering the Revolve tool, which is right next to the Extrude tool up here. And so to demonstrate this, first I'll need a sketch. I'll use the front plane. So, to use the Revolve tool, you need an entity and a revolve axis. The revolve axis can either be part of the entity itself or it can be separate. I will demonstrate both of these. Alright, so let's see. I'll just make a random shape. And first I'll start with making a completely separate revolve axis that's not part of the entity I'm going to revolve. So, I'm just going to make a random shape. Oops. There, I have a shape. Now, to make a revolve axis, you technically could just do a regular line like this. Or, what I like better is to use a construction line. And to do that, I first click the line tool and then I click the construction tool. I click, and there, I have it. Hit the green check on the sketch dialog box. Now I'm ready to do revolve. So first I have to select the faces that I want to revolve, and then I select the revolve axis. And as you can see, what it does is it takes that face and it basically wraps it around the axis at an equal radius all the way around the axis. So as you can see here, now I have this part made using the revolve. I'm going to hit the red X because I'm going to redo it. But this time, I'm going to use this edge for revolve axis. I'm going to select this edge. And as you can see, it just basically wraps around this line. Now the thing is, you don't always have to use an axis that's parallel to the y-axis. You could, for example, use this line. Makes a funny looking part, but it works. You could use that. You could use this line. Kind of looks like a UFO. So yeah, you get the gist of that. Now furthermore, you can also use the revolve tool to remove from an object. Now to perform the remove operation, you need to already have a 3D object. So I am going to go ahead and re-revolve this. I'm just going to click the first line I used there. Now, this is where it gets a little complex, but I don't think it's too complex. So basically, you need to create a face that, first of all, intersects with your object. and second of all is parallel with the diameter. So, actually, you know what? I'm not sure. I don't think I made this line perpendicular with the x-axis. Let me go back and fix that. So I'm going to go into my constraints. I haven't taught this yet, but I will later. There. It works better if you have a shape that's symmetrical. Alright, so I did that. Now, let's say I want to make this, I don't know, more like a cylinder, I guess. So what I would have to do is basically make a shape that encloses the area I want to take away. I'm going to use my Use tool, which projects lines. I will teach this in a later lesson. I'm now realizing I'm using tools I've not taught yet, but that's okay because I will teach them in later lessons and videos. Alright, so I have that encircled. Now, I'm going to take this line, connect it here. Now, I need a revolve axis for when I do make my revolution. So I'm going to make that down the middle because I want it to go evenly around this object. And actually, there's no way to really select this face later on unless I actually hit sketch 2, and that is going to select all the faces. So what I need to do is actually make that, oops, nope. I need to delete this line so that it doesn't count this side as a shape. I only want this side as a shape. So I'm going to reconnect this. Okay. Green check mark. Hit the Revolve button, select Remove. I choose sketch 2, and then I choose center line as my revolve axis. For merge scope, just hit merge with all. That works a lot of the time. Other times it doesn't work. Sometimes I'm not sure why it doesn't work, but usually it does if you just select merge with all. And as you can see now, there's a cylinder because I removed the outer part. And so that's how you can use the Revolve tool to remove. So basically you can think of the removal feature as basically revolving empty space around the object. Let me see, is there anything else I really need to discuss? Revolve is like the extrude where it has the solid and surface, solid being for faces and surface is for edges. You can see edges and sketch curves. So yeah, well, there's the Revolve tool. In the future, I plan on putting out project videos where I actually record myself making projects, and that hopefully will definitely allow me to show all you guys just how cool the Revolve tool is and how you can make some really nice stuff using it, actually. I on my other account, I had to make a new account because I changed schools, but on my old account, I made a table, and the table legs that I made actually were done using the Revolve tool. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that. Okay, so I'm on my other account now, my old account, and this is the table that I made. So as you can see, it has the top. If I were to redo this, I would definitely put more detail into this. I made this almost a year ago, so that was when I was much less skilled. So as you can see, it has 4 legs, and these legs are symmetrical because I made them using the Revolve tool. So in the first part studio, I made a table leg, and you can see here in the gray lines, this is the shape that I made. I made half of it, and then I used this line as the revolve axis. And so you see here, Revolve 1. It looks like I did do surface. I think I did not connect my splines properly, so maybe I can do it as a face. This was a while ago, but this is an example of how the Revolve tool can, in my opinion, make some really neat things. You can see the table leg looks somewhat fancy. Definitely could be a lot fancier. Again, if I were to make a table today, it would be a lot more intricate because I know a lot more than I did back then. So there's my video on the Revolve tool. Thank you all for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.